We'll do some Q&A. Ooh. Ready for laughs.
Thank you, gentlemen.
All right, I'm glad we were ready. Round of applause for yourselves, ladies and gentlemen. How's it going? Good morning. It is Thursday morning, last day. We made it. My name is Kyle Render. I started the Failed Render Comedy Club back in 2020 in alt space. I've been in the VR industry for about 10 years, and I've been a comic now for about 6. 4 of those are digital. 2 of them are real, so we'll get back into it. That's me. Over here is my buddy Cause. Cause, introduce yourself.
How's it going, everybody? Hello. My name is Austin Caine, otherwise known as Cause. I am a builder, world builder, 3D modeler, environment creator, and all-around lover of XR and VR. I met this guy back in alt space, and I come from a comedy background, growing up around sketch comedians and stand-up comedians, so I loved what he was doing, because there is stand-up comedy in VR, but a lot of it is pre-recorded. Yeah, it's still funny, but you're missing the live element of the show. This guy is bringing the live element, and I stuck with him. I built their club, and we've been going ever since.
And this is Casey Mon, my business partner, life partner.
Hello. I'm also a partner of Meta Horizon and a world builder and developer myself. Early into my VR journey, the day I was going to leave VR because I had an intense experience, someone said, wait. They dropped a portal to the Failed to Render Comedy Club in alt space, and 3.5 years ago, that was all she wrote, and here I stand with you all today.
So we've got a quick recap about our achievements over the past 4 years, and we're going to play that for you real quick.
Cue it.
Tonight we have an amazing comedy event, and you guys are in for a real treat. Failed to Render and Reza!
During the pandemic, quarantine kind of shut down our industry. I've been in VR for over 10 years, and I just saw an opportunity. I went into alt space, found a guy, he said, I got a house party, you want to do comedy at the house party? And I said, absolutely not. And I thought it was a stupid idea. 1 month later, I was like, you know what? That's actually, I need to do this. And then I started bringing everybody in, and we started our own little club, and we've been doing it ever since. It's pretty crazy.
There is a mastermind behind all of this.
Hey, well, his name's Kyle Render. Kyle, come on out. And,
Hey, Abel, why don't you come into my world?
You explain to people who don't have virtual reality about VR porn.
I have 3 large blinking motion sensors mounted in every corner of the room.
I could perform comedy in my underwear in my living room, and nobody even knows it.
I was on the road during the pandemic and literally doing this at the same time.
The first time I interviewed this guy, he was sitting literally in the parking lot of a Circle K in his car, connecting to a Wi-Fi somewhere on a Quest behind a steering wheel. That's dedication.
Yeah.
At a gas station, in the restroom, in a mall when it's empty. I've been thrown out of a mall when people were not in it because they thought I was doing some crazy shit.
It's Kyle Render, everybody. What's up?
Put your hands down, please. Put your hands down. I don't want to touch anybody. You're amazing. Put your hands down. Can you not hear me? Caine, remember? I saw that picture you put out there when we met.
Yeah, we met when my wife was pregnant in July of last year at the West Side Comedy Theater.
She was pregnant?
Yeah, she was pregnant. Yeah.
I thought she was just fat.
Yeah, she's fat too. She is fat. She's fat too. It's okay. She makes her money as a plus size model. Shut up. It's okay.
Hi, I'm Tommy Simbazo. And I'm Tommy Simbazo. And we're hosting a night of comedy like nothing you've ever seen before. Virtual reality comedy.
And we're up to the Giggle Monster right here in the front.
Hi, everybody!
We find lots of funny people in VR chat that we've never met in real life. We also find a lot of weirdos.
Hey, man. I love you.
I love you too.
Failed to Render Comedy, longest professional running metaverse comedy club ever. And we meet people from VR.
So this is Victor.
Hey, Victor. Yo,
Oh, he ended the call.
He ended the call.
For good f***ing reason.
So Victor didn't want to be in between realities. This is the most important interview.
Don't touch my microphone.
This is the most important interview of our entire career, and we are so glad to be in between realities.
Excellent.
Thank you so much for having us at the 2023 Rain Dance Film Festival. We graciously accepted our brand new trophy, the best immersive experience of 2023. Clap some controllers and give it up to that, ladies and gentlemen. Wake up your neighbors, wake up your pets. No one cares about them.
Well, that's that. So we've been doing this for 4 years. We started in alt space. Now we're in Meta Horizon and VR chat. Some of the highest grossing, VR social. Could you put the slide back up if there was a slide? I'm not too sure if there was a slide.
It was the end of the video with the schedule.
Oh, gotcha. Well, we got a heckler, ladies and gentlemen. 10 a.m. in the morning. It didn't take long. So after 4 years, we put together this huge show. It was with comedians from across the world. We had a guy from Italy. We had a guy from Canada, Mexico, America, all over the globe. And we did this worldwide comedy show to prove that we can bring laughter all across the world simultaneously from all these different regions. And a lot of you guys know that in VR, you have to be funny. You have to be globally funny. It's not localized because it's a stage to the whole world, right? So there's not a lot of this. There's not any of this, right? It's just you're either an avatar in Horizon or you're an anime chick in VR chat or a raccoon, because I picked a raccoon. Yeah.
It's all about delivery, really. You have to have the delivery.
You got to have the delivery. Look at that. We got another heckler, ladies and gentlemen.
They gave me this mic.
So we won the Rain Dance Film Festival. It was awesome. Thank you for everyone that showed up. I know a lot of you guys did. Yeah. Thank you for that. It's an achievement for sure.
Can't have a comedy club without an audience.
Yeah. And as you guys saw up in that video, we brought Howie Mandel into VR. That was my #1 customer service moment of my life. He is the biggest germaphobe in Hollywood. And I worked in customer service for 20 years. So whenever I was like, okay, Howie, I'm going to put this on your head. And he looked at me and said, okay, Kyle. I'm like, So I put it on his head, and the first thing he wants to do is unmute and be a part of the show. But I muted him because I didn't want him and his manager to be talking over the show. And he starts yelling at me, and he says, Kyle, how do I unmute? How do I unmute, Kyle? And I say, it's the red button, Howie. It's the red button. He says, I'm colorblind. I don't think Hollywood knows that, but you find some weird things behind closed doors. And then right after that, we started working with the proto-hologram, and we worked with Caine and Thompson on a American tour. He was looking for stand-up comedians, and we took footage of him as a hologram and beamed him across multiple comedy clubs like the Laugh Factory in Chicago, the Atlanta Comedy Theater, and that was fun too. So I'm really looking forward to the next level of what we're doing. There are some things I can share at the end with the Q&A if you like, but we'll go ahead and go over here to my developer, Mr. Austin Caine himself.
Can't see the time from, can't see it. Got about 12 minutes, we're good.
You're good.
So, I built the club itself, the actual environment, and I like to think that played a part in the whole immersive experience that Rain Dance had. Honestly, he'll talk to you about the comedy, and what I really want to share, because we don't have that much time, and I had a lot of things I wanted to talk about. I'm going to boil it all down to my 2 favorite words that I think about when I design an experience: replay value. Everybody has their favorite TV shows, movies, books, games. You'll play them, you'll digest them, and you'll stick them on the shelf. What are the ones that you go back to? Why do you go back? It's the small details, the interwoven narrative, whatever it is, but there's something there. And that is the replay value aspect. So when I make an experience, excuse me.
That's one hell of an experience.
When I make an experience, I like to think about, yes, what is the show, but what happens if somebody just comes back and wants to hang out and walk around when the show's not happening? Make it interesting, We put a lot of detail into the neon. If you get near the neon on the wall, it buzzes. There's water rushing through the pipes. There's just small little details. There's pictures of the comedians that have performed at the club. They're real life pictures on the wall. So it feels like a real comedy club walking in. You know, we have this environment. We actually, Kyle came up with a kind of an idea of wrangling everyone in the lobby, and we have everyone spawn in, and it's all sort of there together, and then when the show starts, everyone's allowed to go down the stairs together to the basement club and take their seats and everything. It is a truly like realistic experience. It's really nice to be in that small little lobby with, 30, 40 other people just babbling, talking, walking around. It feels real.
Absolutely. Yeah. Hey, that's good. Give it up to Austin Caine. Give it up to him. I don't know where I'd be without this guy right now, honestly.
Aw, thanks, guys.
Speaking of people I don't know where I'd be with, this lady right here introduced me to Meta Horizon. That's the only reason we're there, so I'll let her take it from there.
So I needed to broaden our horizons.
Whoa.
Right? I'm the Meta dork. Meta picked me up around the same time he did, and they both took care of me. We've got a good future together.
Which one's the mommy and which one's the daddy?
You don't want to know. But I pushed him to expand our horizons. I said we need to be platform agnostic. If Meta doesn't force me to stay in one place, we shouldn't either. And we did. The problem is unlike all the other platforms at the time, we had primitive shapes, building in our headsets, no importing, no photos, nothing. So the challenge to overcome and build something that could even get close to the immersive experiences causing Christy create, or at least feel like we had a home away from home. So we did. And we rebuilt the first failed-to-render comedy club over in Horizon on Mars. And we, for whatever reason, and we love it, people love it. So over time, as the tools have progressed, we've upgraded the club, and it's grown further and further, and hopefully soon we'll have a custom model imported version ourselves.
I should caveat, I built the VR chat club. Casey Mon built the Horizon Club. I don't want to take credit away from her. She did an amazing job.
Stuff.
No, she did an amazing job. I'm serious. For building with simple shapes and primitives, it looks great.
So I think it's time for a Q&A. Is that right? Is it 5 minutes left?
Yeah, we can do some Q&A.
There we go.
And as I walk to you, Howard, so who's been in VR chat? Just anywhere in VR chat? I'm just curious. Cool.
Wow.
And Horizon Worlds? Okay. Spatial? All right, good. Engage.
Right on. Yeah.
All right, great. So I'm basically just repeating here how important it is that we have so many platforms for creators like this to learn, to do things, to experiment, to try things they can try one place and not another. So I want to thank you all for doing this and everyone who is bridging these communities together. So, here you go.
How you doing? First off, thank y'all for what y'all do. This is more just, I guess, one comment-wise, because I want to give flowers while you're alive. Thank y'all for what you do on this platform, because you open up doors for artists like myself, people who don't know that they could do this. And when you look into the mirror, see somebody else doing it, you either replicate, go crazy because you're seeing yourself doing it, but to see somebody else do it, thank you for that. And hey, many doors with that, pickups.
I think that's a really great point. Is something people don't remember is anyone can do this. There are YouTube tutorials, there's communities out there, there are ways to learn these things. Most of the tools are free up until $1 million. Come on, at that point it's all right. But listen, get out there and do it. If you love this and you want to do it, just do it. Just do something. Don't wait, don't think, just do it.
Do it.
Nike pays me every time.
All right, Habiter's next.
Habiter, aka Benjamin. They know me with my in-game name. But my question is, I think it's so interesting that you guys are platform agnostic. I definitely very much specialize in my work. But the question is, of course, alt space first. VR chat,
RIP.
Horizon, RIP. Yeah, rest in pieces. What do you guys see as the biggest differences on each of those platforms? as far as the sort of audience you're engaging, and just sort of like what it takes to produce on each of those platforms?
So I'll start with Horizon. You can only have 32 people in an instance, but everyone looks more normal. So it's easier to convey jokes to people that look normal. VR chat, you could be anything that you want. So that's a lot stranger, and you have to start knowing who the people are and what avatars they're in, hear their voice, make sure they're not kids.
It does make the crowd work a lot better.
Yeah, but in VR chat, there's instances of 80 people, and then you can instance those out like Altspace used to do, which is a great feature. And filming in VR chat is fantastic with multiple camera angles. Horizon, we kind of have to fiddle with things that shouldn't work the way they do, but it's getting there. But VR chat's been around for a decade, so of course they're going to have better tools for that. And VR chat is worldwide, and Horizons is only a few countries right now. So once they start opening up tools to record, taking off name tags, going global, that's when we're going to see a bigger shift in Horizon, I believe. But right now, VR chat is kind of our bread and butter.
Thank you so much, everyone. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap us if we can, and then no, we're yelling. Okay.
That clock says we have 4.5 minutes.
All right, 4.5. I'm sorry. Okay.
What is happening?
So, yeah, I get it. Well, it's kind of a question and comment. Just want to know, thank you very much. I'm CompuBear, if you don't know who I am. I'm sure you do. And I want to thank you so much because you gave me my chance to actually do comedy during COVID. And I really appreciate it because I could laugh when all I wanted to do was cry.
I appreciate that. Very nice of you.
Same.
Thank you for that.
Don't make me cry. It's early.
Do it. Can we start a television station that has all the clubs on there, and then can we do that and have it like for people that don't have a VR headset, and we can watch it? Because I was laughing so hard at watching these like characters, and like now I want to create a character with my daughter, and we can have our own comedy show, and then my best friend is the funniest person in the world. Yeah, I think it's so funny. This is great. People will, pay to watch this.
That's the hope.
You're 1,000% right. You're 1,000% right. And this is for everybody. So everyone, like, please come out. Please come to the shows.
Yeah, Wesley, these
Please
are
support
free
every
shows at the moment,
platform.
by the way. Come on.
Hi, y'all are brilliant. It was really such a joy to watch that. And when I was watching it, I feel like this is almost a wellness app in a lot of ways because it's really bringing people together. And I'm a teacher, and we know that the highest form of intelligence is comedy. So I think that you have a really good chance of bringing a lot of really intelligent people together in a social, emotional way that can really help so much. So thank you all for what you're doing.
Oh my God, it was questions and answers, not compliments and crying.
I would like to talk to that. I would like to talk to that point.
Talk away.
While you over there bawling and sniveling, let me answer. So my partner Kirsten and I, who you'll be hearing from next on the next panel, we worked. Oh, thank you. We worked on the BRCVR project when it was first around. So we helped build the virtual burn, basically. And during that time, I couldn't believe the amount of soul restoration I was seeing through VR and through connection. And it was that moment that made me know that any kind of social VR is really, really special and is basically a wellness app. And yes, agreed. Comedy, you're going in to laugh. Laughter is the best medicine, so.
And let me tag on that to end it. We're a part of the virtual market in VR chat this year. For 2 weeks straight, we're going to have a gigantic booth. It's produced by Hickey from Japan, and they told us 500,000 people log in daily into VR chat during that week, 2 weeks. So if you want to check out our booth and take some pictures, it's going to be live for 2 weeks in July. And we have shows 5 nights a week, 9 o'clock Central, 7 o'clock California, 10 o'clock New York. So come on by. We love to see you in your avatar form. We hope you pick something weird and fun. Sound good?
Yeah.
All right.
What's your social media where we can see your calendar?
At Fail to Render, failedtorender.com.
Failedtorender.com.
Fail to Render comedy.
Okay.
That's it. Just Fail to
Right.
Render.
Just Google it.
Great.
I promise you'll find it by now. Thank you, Rebecca. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, thank you, everyone.
Have a great day.
Thank you all so much.